Where's my Tracy? Where's my little baby girl? Huh?
And I got egg. We got eggs. What?
Stuck a pose, girl. Stuck a pose.
Represent. Represent.
We gotta be in quarantine more often so she can cook. Alright, so here recently I purchased another barbecue pit that I wanted to go ahead and get for the van. I wanted something small. I didn't want anything too big, something that I can put probably underneath the bed. One of these trips that we came from, I don't know where, we stopped at Buc-ee's, and I ended up seeing this little barbecue pit. I had seen it before, and it just so happened that I guess my cousin Dickie had his eye on it too, because he purchased it. I think it was the weekend before, and he purchased the same barbecue pit. I still was debating on whether I should get it or not. But then we ended up going to Oklahoma, and then I found out that if I had the barbecue pit, I actually could have used the barbecue pit out there to make me a little fire. So let me show you the barbecue pit real quick, and then let me show you what I want to do, because being that it's small, compact, I actually want to use something to start the fire with. But let me just show you. Alright, that's the barbecue pit right there. I already used it once. It's small enough that it's going to fit underneath the van or underneath the bed. So let me show you what I want to make. I have this guy right here. I have two of these right here. But the only problem with this is that, number one, this is pretty big that it's not going to fit inside the barbecue pit. So what I want to do is I want to try to see if I can make one of these like a DIY kind of project, a small one, enough to where it's going to fit inside the barbecue pit, so I can store it inside the barbecue pit. So let me show you what I have in mind. And this is by no means is nothing new. It's been done before. The only thing that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try and show you guys how to make it. And if it's helpful for you, you know, hey, go for it, make it. The only reason why I want to make this, I have a small pit that I want to have. Being in a van is kind of compact as it is anyway, so I want to be able to keep it compact. I don't want to be here carrying this around in the van, carrying the barbecue pit along with this, moving around. So I want to be able to make it small, compact, to where I can put it inside the barbecue pit, and you know, everything works out. Compact, compact, compact. That's what it's all about when you're living in a van or when you're camping in a van. So what I did is I went today to Walmart, and I was looking for a can that's going to be good enough to where it'll fit inside the barbecue pit. And I found just a can. This is going to be 46 ounces, and this will be perfect. It's not going to be anything fancy. First thing you want to do is you want to take this off, because you don't need this, of course. And then I already cut the top off. So pretty much the design is going to be, I'm going to get the top, which I took off already. I'm going to drill holes in this right here, and this is going to fit inside there, and roughly it's going to fit somewhere around here when it's all said and done inside. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill some holes so I can put some screws in here, maybe 4 screws. And then once I put screws in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this inside there where the holes are in there, set it in there, and that's going to land, or it's going to sit on the screws that are here. Then I can come back around and I can get maybe another screw, maybe 2 screws that's going to go a little bit on top just to hold that in place. I'll go ahead and maybe make some holes around here. That's to let the air suck in, breathe in, and then come in through the chimney. I can put a handle if I want, but I don't think I'm going to use a handle because I have gloves and I can always just grab it, dump it, be good to go. So now that I've told you guys more or less the process of what I'm going to do, let's get to it. So make sure you put on some gloves, okay? Because this is pretty sharp. You don't want it to cut you. I'm just making random holes, no specific order. There you go. Nothing fancy. You don't have to make all kinds of fancy designs. Just go ahead and make you some holes. That's all you need. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my punch, and I'm just going to probably go up 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to probably do 4 holes, just enough so the drill bit can catch. You can see in there, well, those seem to work pretty good. I'm going to use this for now. If I need to change it up later, I can always change it up. But they're long enough that it's going to hold, and they're fitting pretty snug in there. So you can get 2 more. You can see in there, I put 4 screws for right now. All you do is you get your plate or your breather, I don't know what you call this, but put it in there and it sits right in there. Now all I have to do is just to hold this in place so it won't move is drill maybe another hole, maybe 2 holes right on top, right above this one, so that way it'll drill, that way it'll fit right on top of this one, and it'll hold it still. It'll hold it down. You know what I'm trying to say, right? So it won't vibrate. It'll hold it, so it won't come off like this. You know what I mean? And then we're almost done. All right. Well, it's not pretty by no means. I can always replace these later, but you can tell inside it's got 2 of them in there, so it's holding it, and it's coming off. It's not coming off. I don't really care as long as it does its job. Now all I gotta do is just cut the bottom part out and it'll be done. Alright, let's go test it out, see if it's gonna work. Small little chimney fire starter, DIY. Well, As you can see, it started. It's working. Look, you see, there's a flame in there. It's working. Oh yeah. So it's working. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, now I gotta go ahead and just I gotta go ahead and put it on the pit. Now I gotta clean this out, get it ready, and start cooking. Hell yeah, I like it. I like it. It's gonna fit right in there, and it's gonna be pretty cool. All right, let's put it to use. Woo. Okay, so that was a little intense. That kind of went through the glove a little bit, and it got my fingers just a little bit. I've got these leather gloves, and whew, can you see? Yeah, that was hot. Now I only picked it up for a couple of seconds. I was trying to get it from there to put it inside the pit, and it kind of went through the glove where I started feeling it, and it just barely just burned me a little bit on my fingertips. So I'm gonna have to either get some vice grips, or I'm gonna have to put some kind of handle on it so I can't pick it up and pour it. Hey, you live and you learn, right? You're not gonna get things right until you learn from your mistakes. That's all I gotta say. And I learned from my mistake, and I will be doing some kind of handle in the future. But for now, I'm gonna cook, man, because I'm pretty damn happy about myself right now, because hey, I did a freaking little chimney and it fits inside the pit, and I'm good to go. So I'm gonna start cooking, man.